Today we're talking about the 36-inch grandstand and how do you adjust your parking brake. This parking brake is something that you're gonna have to adjust a good bit of times. You're gonna need to adjust it when you get new tires, if you get a different type of tire, especially if a different size of tire. And over time, as your tires wear, you're gonna need to adjust it. You're gonna notice that it might not hold on your trailer very well as you have this thing for a few years. It should be really hard right here. It should be tight and it should lock into place. But this is kind of soft, and I can tell if you were riding around on a trailer, this thing's probably gonna flick off all on its own. So let's flip this thing around and get into it, and how do you adjust your parking brake on a 36 grandstand. Okay, so something that's important to remember is that this parking lever is attached to this tire brake. So you can see it's just a bar with teeth on it that's engaging your actual tire. Kind of like an old school go-kart brake or something like that. And it should have enough pressure that when you reached about the 3/4 spot on the throw of the parking brake arm, it should get really tight, and then it should cantilever over and hold tight. But right now you can see my tire can still spin. The teeth are not engaging. So obviously we need to adjust our parking brake, and this is how you do it. You take off your pins here, you remove your pad. I love how Toro makes it so accessible, very easy. Once you remove your back pad, we're coming down here. We got to pull a little pin out. We can use some needle nose pliers. A little tricky to get in there. Once I get them out, man, if you guys don't own a Leatherman Wave, go get you one. That's like the most handy thing I got. Perfect. Once I pull that pin out, you can see this is what attaches to everything. So I need this to go down further, and that means when I pull my brake up, let me pull my brake up so I understand it. I want it to go higher. So to make it go higher, I mean tighter, higher is tighter, right? That's what we're figuring out. I need to make this rod go up beyond that point here. So I would just twist it. Sometimes it's gonna be really tight, guys. You might need to use some spray. I've had to use a pair of channel locks on this piece, and you can be careful. If you stick something in here to turn it, it'll work, but you can bend this and break it. So it's better to grab up here with a nice pair of pliers. Something like, I'll show you, stay right there. Something like a pair of these babies here. If, God forbid it's super tight or it's packed with dirt, get your hands in it like that. Now you can really get some leverage on it, right? Get those the right size. But luckily this one's not super tight. So I'm gonna tighten it up here, and we're gonna try it out here. Put it back in place. Throw my pin in there real quick. So as I'm doing my pin here, I'm trying to wiggle my brake bar up and down. There we go. And now let's see how tight it is. Much tighter, much better. I might even go a little tighter than that, and we'll call it a day. You gotta a little more. That's probably good there. And guys, you need to do this when you get new tires, or your tires get old and they get smaller. If you get new tires, you got to make it have more room. If you have old tires, you got to make it have less room. Part of ownership. It's really easy to do. You only need a pair of needle nose. A tight brake will go a long way. It keeps your mower safe as it rolls around on your trailer, or it doesn't roll around, or if you park on a hill, which in Florida we don't really have, but I'm sure some of you guys got hills. Putting that pin back in. Make sure it's all set. Good. Now let's test that out. Oh yeah. That's how it's supposed to go right there. Now it cantilevers over, holds the tire nice. If I try to wiggle a tire, it ain't going nowhere. That thing would be nice and secure on your trailer, and it's not touching. That's how you know it's good. When it's on, you want it to smush the tire and engage tight. When it's off, you make sure there's room. Cool, guys. That's how you adjust your parking brake on your 36 grandstand. It's easy, you can do it. You just need a pair of needle nose pliers. In about 5 minutes, go do it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. For more helpful tips, check out some of our other videos. We do all kinds of how-tos. We do hydro oil changes, engine oil changes, how to adjust your parking brake, how to adjust your tracking, how to adjust lots of things. Guys, we really appreciate you. Your subscription means the world to us. Please subscribe, tell your friends about this channel. We love you. See you later.